right, well, thank you very much and welcome to the 2024 Brevard County Sheriff's Office Award Ceremony. Again, thank you. I'm honored to be your MC for this evening, where we will recognize the accomplishments of our agency members for this past year. The majority of this evening's presentation will be held in video format, so please sit back, relax, and enjoy. We will open this evening with a word of prayer, followed by the presentation of colors and the singing of our national anthem by Pastor David Hasker. Will you please stand as we welcome to the stage Reverend Doug Malden.
Well, on behalf of First Baptist Melbourne, we'd just like to say welcome and congratulations to everyone that's receiving an award tonight. Can't tell you how much, for me, a daddy of a former law enforcement officer appreciates what you do. We're very blessed to have men and women who are willing to go out each and every day to be able to serve our community. And so I just want to say thank you on behalf of our church, but also as a daddy, I'm praying for every single one of you. Let's pray. Father, I thank you again for your incredible grace and your love that you have for us. And God, how you have uniquely made each one of us and have a plan to do with our lives. And so, God, I pray right now for each one of these men and women that are here tonight that are serving in our community in such a difficult task. God, I pray, Father, just for clarity of mind, discernment, wisdom, so many things that they desperately need as they're out there on the job. And so, God, again, I pray for your hedge of protection, God, that you look after them. But once again, Father, we come here tonight just to celebrate just the things that they have done, the goodness that they have brought to our community, the impact that they have made. And so again, Father, we thank you, and I pray right now that this would be an incredible evening as we have a chance to honor these men and women. So again, we love you, Father, and we thank you, and we ask your blessings on each family that's represented here. In Jesus' name, amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order! Right. Over.
Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Sheriff Wayne Ivey.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you letting me sit down before you introduce me there so I can stand back up again. I can barely see you over there, Jay.
I know, it's very far.
Yeah, it's the best you've looked in a long time. So, well, welcome everybody. On behalf of our entire agency, it is my honor to welcome you to our 2024 annual awards. Gathered with us tonight are family, friends, and community leaders that truly know what an incredible, incredible job our team does. I couldn't be more proud of those that will be on this stage tonight, those that are out still working tonight, and those that for whatever reason couldn't be with us but are out doing the job each and every day of protecting our community. Before I jump into things, I want to thank our gracious host here at First Baptist of Melbourne. Please give them a big round of applause. Pastor Malden and Pastor Dave for the invocation and also our incredible national anthem. Please give them a round of applause. While those on stage are true VIPs tonight, we have some that are with us tonight to recognize them, and I want to take just a minute and introduce some of the VIPs that are with us. From the West Melbourne City Council, Pat Bentley. Pat, will you stand up, please? Thank you, Pat. Also from West Melbourne, Diana Adams. One of our county commissioners, Rob Feltner. From our state attorney's office, Will Shiner. Will, where you at? My good and longtime friend, Mayor Dan Diesel. Mayor, where you at? As hard as it is, I can still barely see you back there, sir. And from our supervisor of elections, Tim Bobannock. Tim. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone, but we are truly honored and blessed to have you with us tonight as we recognize our heroes. Tonight's our opportunity to honor those who honor us by protecting us each and every day. Amazing men and women who put their lives on the line each and every day for us. Tonight we honor them for just a small sampling of the incredible job they do. Regardless of the role they play, they are vital to our success of protecting our community. They protect our citizens, our streets, our schools, our port, our churches, our pets. And every day, they protect the image of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office as one of the most professional agencies in the country. As sheriff, I get to see it firsthand each and every day. Tonight, you get to see it. You get to see the incredible job, the bravery, all of the things that goes into what they call a day at work. I also get to see the pride they take in wearing their uniform, the pride they take in representing our agency, the bravery they bring with them each and every day, the dedication, the commitment, things that are all too often just words that are thrown around, but to them, it ties into the oath they took to protect us. I also get to watch the fun they have. And yes, we have fun in this job. We have fun at this agency. But we're the most professional and get-it-done agency that's out there. If you've ever heard me speak publicly, you've heard me say that I'm surrounded by an amazing team of men and women that knock it out of the park every day to keep you safe. And that I'm smart enough to stay out of their way. This team does amazing things. And tonight, you will get to see just how true that statement is. The late Coach Jim Valvano once said, in every single day, in every walk of life, ordinary people do extraordinary things. Ordinary people accomplish extraordinary things. Our team is a group of ordinary people that do extraordinary things. Tonight's award recipients are dedicated, honorable, courageous, compassionate superheroes who go to work each day with just one mission in mind, keeping us safe. Their moms, dads, sons, daughters, our friends. They're the people we grew up with, people we go to church with, the people we see at the store and at the park. Yet somehow, they put on that uniform or that headset and they become heroes. And for us in this community, superheroes, as they put their lives on the line every day. In the book of Matthew, it says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God." The peacemakers are those that wear this uniform and our partners from the local agencies that make sure they keep evil away from the door as we sleep soundly in our beds at night. I hope you enjoyed tonight's ceremony as we honor those that put their lives on the line for us. Thank you guys for being here tonight. And Jay, it is all yours, my brother.
All right. First up tonight, our longevity awards, recognizing distinguished service of our team members. Our employees being recognized for 25 years of service.
25 years of service. Corporal Brian Adams. Lieutenant Craig Edelman. Corporal Louis Baez. Investigative Analyst Laura Klein. Lieutenant Jason Drinkwater. Validations Technician Mary Faison. Deputy Brian Fearon. Human Resources Specialist Debbie Moody.
Will those mentioned please stand? Congratulations. Next, our employees being recognized for 30 years of service, a truly remarkable milestone.
30 years of service. Evidence Specialist Kimberly Benson. Corporal Sean Crook. Sergeant Paulo Dorisi. Command Staff Assistant Sunshine Miller. Lieutenant Scott Molyneux. Major Ross Torquato. Communications Center Shift Supervisor Leslie Woodruff Hewley.
Will those mentioned please stand? Outstanding accomplishment. Congratulations. Our employees being recognized for 35 years of service. What an incredible accomplishment and honor.
35 years of service. Human Resources Administrative Coordinator Tracy Jeffries.
Unfortunately, Tracy was not able to make it tonight due to a previous engagement. She will be presented with this award at a later date. The Partnership Award. This award signifies that the recipient has consistently demonstrated dedication to strengthening the relationship between the Brevard County Sheriff's Office with the community it serves through loyalty, honor, professionalism, and community involvement.
Partnership Award. For the past 60 years, former Air Force Sergeant Al Betcher has proudly focused his life on military, law enforcement, and correctional services. In the law enforcement sector, he served the New York City Police Department for 20 years prior to being hired by the Florida Department of Corrections. While working for DOC at the Hamilton Correctional Institute, he was recognized by the Florida Police Benevolent Association as someone who could partner closely with their organization and others to improve working conditions. As a 20-year employee of Coastal Florida PBA, Al served as a staff representative for deputy sheriffs, police officers, and public employees throughout Brevard, Indian River, and St. Lucie counties. He is currently the chair of Recovery Ministries and of the ASIS Law Enforcement Awards. He is also the vice president of the Brevard County 1013 Club and serves as the chief operating officer of the National 1013 Club. Previously to these roles, Al assisted the Brevard County Public Safety Charity and served as president of the Brevard 1013 Club. Rarely is there an event that supports our public service members in the Central Florida region where Al is not involved, providing friendship, support, and a partnering voice. For his years of service and dedication, we are proud to recognize Al Betcher with the Brevard County Sheriff's Office 2023 Partnership Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Mr. Al Betcher.
I'll add a little bit to that video. It said, rarely do you see a function honoring law enforcement officers. I'm going to add to that veterans as well. Al has been with us. Well, I knew Al long before I took on this role, when he and I worked together when I was with FDLE. Puts his heart into everything he does. He's represented our team members with heart and passion and experience and dedication. He is the guy that would give you his shirt off his back. It won't fit everybody, but he'll still give it to you. He's also the guy that if you're not careful, he'll fall down on this stage before we get done tonight, because that's one of the things he's done several times. But I will tell you this, I love this guy, and he has been a great, great partner to us, and we just wanted you to know that, my friend.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely, my brother. You and Marlon want to come up here too? Come on, Marlon. Marlon, what happened to your hair? Did that make you old, Marlon?
Special Recognition Award. This employee consistently demonstrates a commitment to excellence with selfless devotion to duty and has had a significant impact on the law enforcement community.
Special Recognition Award.
Since joining BCSO in June of 2011, Corporal Lisa Bernard Medeiros has embodied the very essence of excellence. In March of 2018, she was assigned to supervise the jail chain gang, and it was then that her remarkable journey of service truly began to unfold. Under her leadership, hundreds of projects have been completed, each contributing to the betterment of our community. From filling sandbags during storms, constructing trails, removing graffiti, to lending a helping hand in parades, her passion for service shines brightly. Lisa's can-do attitude and formidable work ethic are not just evident, they're inspirational. But perhaps where Lisa's impact is felt most profoundly is in her role as a mentor. She has become a beacon of hope and change for the inmates assigned to her, guiding them through a path of positive transformation. Through presentations like it's time to be a parent again, she encourages inmates to share their stories with parents to help them with their own children. Her influence extends beyond just the completion of projects. She is changing lives, motivating inmates to make lasting changes for themselves and their families. This past year, Lisa, alongside her dedicated team, raised the bar even higher. When the Christmas Light Festival faced cancellation, they stepped in and partnered with the Brevard County Sheriff's Office charity. She worked tirelessly, changing her vacation plans, came in on her days off, and went above and beyond to ensure that the event was not just saved, but was a resounding success. Lisa often says, "I love my job and I love this agency." Tonight, we want her to know that the feeling is mutual. Her actions have set a high standard, serving as a source of motivation for all of us. For her outstanding dedication, exceptional service, and profound impact on both our community and those she mentors, it is with great pride and deep gratitude that we present Corporal Lisa Bernard Medeiros with the Sheriff's Special Recognition Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Corporal Lisa Bernard Medeiros.
So the Special Recognition Award is the award each year that I handpick, and Lisa has so earned it. She is just, as you saw in there, she's always got a smile on her face. She always loves her job. She mentors. She does everything that we could possibly ask, and she does it so well. And I am honored to stand with her on this stage tonight. So.
Thank you so much. I love my job.
Next up, the Lucy Ross Award.
Lucy Ross Award.
The Lucy Ross Award is presented to a person who best exemplifies the outstanding qualities and spirit of our lost family member, Sergeant Lucille Ross. Throughout her career, Lucy demonstrated an unwavering dedication to community service and excellence in her profession. Lucy was a genuinely compassionate person who never hesitated to assist others in need, regardless of the situation. Her talents really became obvious when she was helping crime victims and their families. Despite the rigors and demands of her work, Lucy could always be counted on to arrive with sincere compassion and an always cheerful disposition. Lucy made people feel better, regardless of their circumstances. Lucy's high level of caring was probably the reason children loved her so much. This award recognizes an individual who throughout their career has best honored Lucy's memory by the consistent demonstration of these same qualities. No one exemplifies these characteristics more than Frank Ross. Frank dedicated his life to public service in a career spanning nearly 40 years. He began as a police officer for the city of Titusville in 1966 and later served as chief of police from 1998 until his retirement in 2004. In addition to Titusville, Frank also served as chief of police for St. Cloud, Kissimmee, and Waynesville, North Carolina. At one point, Chief Ross even came out of retirement briefly to serve as interim chief of police for the towns of Brooksville and Orange City, Florida. In addition to these communities, Frank also proudly served our country as a United States Marine. Devoutly religious, Frank believed that children were our most precious resource, and the most important facet of policing was service to the community and restoration of the victims of crime. He believed every opportunity to repair the trauma suffered by a child victim should be the major goal of each investigation. He was an innovator, a proponent of the Children's Advocacy Center, and fierce advocate for victims, in particular the victims of abuse. During his career, He mentored many officers who rose through the ranks, eventually becoming chiefs of police within Brevard County. Each of these law enforcement professionals took with them the lessons learned from Frank that victims of crime deserved every available resource necessary to heal their wounds, both physical and mental. In retirement, he was used as a resource and consultant to officers throughout the country, providing his insight in the best practices for law enforcement organizations to operate. This past September, we lost not only an exceptional law enforcement officer, but a great friend to our agency. However, his legacy lives on through the many officers he mentored, lives he touched, and citizens he served. Chief Frank Ross truly embodies the qualities of Lucy, and we are honored to posthumously present him with this year's Lucy Ross Award.
Frank's family could not be here this evening, so if you would please welcome some of our agency's previous Lucy Ross Award recipients to accept this on his behalf. Sergeant Marlon Buggs, Sergeant Kurt Joeniger, Sergeant Corey Jackson, and Corporal Lorenzo Hutchinson. Please come to the stage. We will now recognize our Volunteer of the Year. This recipient has made a significant contribution to the Brevard County Sheriff's Office by strengthening the relationship with the community it serves through devotion to duty, commitment to service, and community involvement.
Volunteer of the Year.
For the past 5 years, COP Linda Allen has been supporting the daily operations of North Precinct and Project Lifesaver. Project Lifesaver is designed for at-risk individuals with cognitive disorders such as Alzheimer's disease, autism, and Down syndrome, who are at constant risk to the life-threatening behavior of wandering. This project requires consistent communication with the participant and their family members to ensure they are constantly protected. At any given time, COP Allen is responsible for the deployment and maintenance of tracking devices provided to as many as 29 individuals living in North Brevard County from Port St. John to Scottsmore. During 2023, COP Allen volunteered approximately 200 hours while assisting both North Precinct and Project Lifesaver. Even while out of the office for an extended period of time, she coordinated with each of the participants and their families to ensure they would not need to have a battery or bracelet replaced prior to her return. North Precinct Commander Carlos Reyes could not be more complimentary of COP Allen's work and determination. He describes her as a valued member of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office who consistently provides a much-needed service to the precinct and Project Lifesaver participants. For her dedication and commitment to the citizens of our community, the Brevard County Sheriff's Office is proud to recognize COP Linda Allen as our 2023 Volunteer of the Year.
Please welcome to the stage Volunteer of the Year, Miss Linda Allen.
She said, "Don't make me cry." So I'm going to tell you from here what Linda and the team that our volunteers, our COPs, and so many volunteers that we have across this agency do for us. If we lost just one of them, if we didn't have them with us by our side, we would not be the incredible agency that we are. We are blessed to have such amazing people that volunteer their time, their heart, their passion to be with us and to help protect this community. So very well deserved.
It is now time to recognize our Citizen of the Year.
Citizen of the Year.
On a fateful Saturday night in November, Travis First was attending a sporting event with his family at Vieira Regional Park. He had no way of knowing that in the next few hours his life would forever be changed. Just down the street from the ball fields, a domestic disturbance was unfolding inside a vehicle parked at a nearby apartment complex. During this disturbance, the male subject fired a shot as the female was leaving the vehicle. While deputies were responding to the female's call for assistance, the male fled the scene, still armed with a handgun. The male eventually made his way to the park, where he brandished the firearm and began threatening harm to both spectators and participants. Several of the victims fled from the area on foot, while others barricaded themselves in bathrooms in an attempt to escape the armed assailant. As the male continued through the park, he broke into a vehicle and attempted to start it up so he could drive away. Unsuccessful, the male noticed another vehicle beginning to leave the parking area. This vehicle was being driven by Mr. First. The armed subject headed towards Mr. First's vehicle, displaying the firearm while threatening to shoot him. Faced with no other option, Mr. First struck the armed male with his vehicle, rendering him incapacitated, stopping the threat to both himself and to the other citizens inside the park. The actions taken in that split second likely saved not only his life, but possibly averted what could have been a mass casualty event and potentially saving multiple citizens from harm. The Brevard County Sheriff's Office is proud to recognize Travis First as our Citizen of the Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our 2023 Citizen of the Year, Mr. Travis First.
Well, like many others that night, I was actually on that scene. And I just tell you, it was chaotic. There were young kids, there were parents, adults, everybody, coaches that were all frightened, and rightfully so at what was taking place. Some people run from dangerous things. Others take action. In Brevard County, we always tell our citizens, if you see something, say something. In this case, Travis saw something and took action that without question saved lives. And so I can think of no one this year that is more deserving to have our Citizen of the Year.
Meritorious Service. This award signifies that the recipient displayed unusual thoroughness, determination, and/or initiative while carrying out his or her duties. This award is for services rendered in the line of duty where the employee, because of his or her diligence and perseverance, performed a difficult task in which a serious crime is prevented, significant property is protected, human life is protected, or causes the successful closure of a significant criminal case in which the criminal is apprehended. This year, agency personnel distinguished themselves in incidences ranging from the seizure of deadly drugs to complex investigations that led to the arrest and prosecution of dangerous criminals. The following individuals are being recognized for their meritorious service during 2023.
Merit Bar Awards.
Agent James Christoffel. Investigative Analyst Laura Klein. Agent Bruce Connors. Agent Tyler Harrell. Lieutenant Jason Hart. Agent Dan McGill. Corporal Tyler Peterson.
Will those mentioned please stand? Thank you for everything that you do for our agency and this community. Next is the Life Saving Awards. This award is to recognize those employees who, under true emergency circumstances, act to prevent probable loss of life, either by exercising appropriate first aid procedure or by direct intervention. It is awarded to an employee for competent and expedient action that is directly accountable for sustaining or saving human life. Subsequent death of a victim after release to medical personnel is not precluded for nomination. During the past year, our employees have used their training to save the lives of persons experiencing critical medical events, suffering tragic accidents, contemplating suicide, and in one incident, rushing into a burning residence to save the life of several residents and their pets. The following employees are being recognized with a life-saving award during 2023.
Life-Saving Awards.
Deputy Joe Batch. Corrections Corporal Bashan Berry. Deputy Christina Sia. Field Training Officer David Dixon. Deputy Lauren Donaldson. Agent Josh Ellison. Field Training Officer Kyle Fitzgerald. Field Training Officer David Guzman. Corrections Sergeant Mark Halfhide. Deputy Mitch Hannon. Deputy John Hubbinger. Deputy Bruce Labeer. Corporal Santiago Lemmy. Deputy Heather Matthews. Field Training Officer Scott McCroskey. Sergeant Matt Murphy. Deputy Micah Navarrillo. Deputy Justin Nieves. Deputy Chris Starr. Deputy Benjamin Strait. Sergeant Josh Williams.
Will those mentioned please stand? Thank you for your quick thinking and action. 2023 Reserve Deputy of the Year. Our Reserve Deputy of the Year was selected from the 66 Reserve and Auxiliary Deputies currently volunteering with the Brevard County Sheriff's Office. Our Reserve and Auxiliary Deputy Sheriffs donate thousands of hours each year that benefit our agency and communities.
Reserve Deputy of the Year.
Since joining the agency in September of 2020, Reserve Deputy James Hoffman has consistently demonstrated a level of service that sets him apart as a valuable asset. Throughout 2023, Reserve Deputy Hoffman participated in an impressive 40 posted reserve unit details, recording in excess of 884 hours of volunteer service. This selfless contribution not only reflects his dedication to the agency, but also underscores his genuine commitment to making a positive impact within the community. Deputy Hoffman's successful completion of the BCSO Field Training and Evaluation Program is a testament to his professionalism and competence. This accomplishment has enabled him to seamlessly assist at various precincts, particularly during manpower shortages, thereby proving instrumental in supporting patrol operations. His versatility and willingness to step in when needed makes him a valuable asset to both the reserve unit and to the agency. Deputy Hoffman's positive attitude and collaborative spirit significantly contribute to fostering a supportive and cohesive work environment. In recognition of his exemplary service, dedication, and remarkable achievements, we are proud to honor James Hoffman as this year's Reserve Deputy of the Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our 2023 Reserve Deputy of the Year, James Hoffman.
As we discussed a little while ago about our volunteers, what our reserve unit does, our mounted posse, all of them combined, just makes our agency everything it is. They cover so many different operations, different details, different events, and just represent us throughout this community. And we are truly, truly proud of our reserve deputies and certainly of our Deputy of the Year. So.
Before we continue, I'd like to draw your attention to the right side of the stage and welcome Coastal Florida Police Benevolent Association President Marlon Buggs and Representative Mr. J.J. Woolsey. They will be presenting a special gift to our Of the Year recipients as they exit the stage. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here with us tonight. 2023 Public Safety Telecommunications Officer of the Month. At this time, we would like to recognize our Public Safety Telecommunicators of the Month. These recipients were selected from the 25 public safety telecommunicators who handle all emergency radio dispatch for the Brevard County Sheriff's Office and several of our local police agencies. They are the lifeblood of our agency.
Public Safety Telecommunicator of the Month.
PSD Lana West received a transferred call from an out-of-county agency. The distressed caller advised she had received a voicemail from a female friend asking her to call 911. Her thorough questioning of the caller allowed her to obtain critical information for the deputies responding and led to the discovery of a person in distress. The individual was evaluated and transported to an area hospital for treatment. Communications lead Logan Burkett answered a 911 call in reference to a male who was standing outside his home shooting a pellet gun at his neighbors. Prior to the arrival of deputies, the subject barricaded himself into the residence. The incident resulted in a SWAT activation, wherein PSD Burkett coordinated the response not only of SWAT, but additional units from other precincts. For over 7 hours, PSD Burkett relayed updated information to the responding units and communications personnel. Her efforts greatly contributed to the safety of the deputies and surrounding members of the community. Spotting a suspicious person who had breached security, PST Megan Adenick promptly called for assistance, notifying the North Precinct Road Supervisor and the Titusville Police Department. Swiftly dispatching a zone unit and alerting the communications supervisor, she ensured a coordinated response. The suspect was found to have gained access to the parking lot and confronted a judicial process employee, leading to a physical altercation with a deputy who had responded. PSD Adenick's actions directly contributed to the suspect's swift detainment within minutes. PSD Emily Sturgeon showcased exceptional professionalism and composure during a complex incident involving a suspicious male at a local apartment complex. Answering the 911 call and dispatching units, she provided crucial updates after the subject fled in a vehicle. PSD Sturgeon, who serves as a communications lead, managed the ensuing pursuit with precision, coordinating all agency resources involved in the apprehension effort. In a high-stress environment, PSD Sturgeon played a crucial role in the successful apprehension of the subject. While working North Radio, PSD lead Hope Graham quickly dispatched deputies to a robbery at the Space Coast Credit Union. Recognizing the potential link to a recent robbery in Titusville, she coordinated with the Titusville Police Department by patching radio channels for seamless collaboration. For over 90 minutes, PSD Graham meticulously documented the efforts of all agency personnel and ensured thorough coordination to apprehend the suspect. Answering a 911 call where the caller advised that a friend appeared unconscious on a Zoom call, PSD Ashley Shin was faced with limited information. Using online resources, she successfully identified a potential location in Springfield, Georgia, and promptly contacted the local sheriff's department. Coordinating efforts, PST Shin ensured a well-being check for the friend was conducted. PSD Shin's swift and effective actions in this challenging scenario made a significant impact by ensuring the safety and well-being of the individual appearing to be in medical distress. While performing her duties as a communications training officer, PST Madison Herald overheard her trainee answer a call from a frantic female requesting an ambulance. PST Herald took over the call and learned that the female's son had been shot. PST Herald was able to calm the woman and gain information in reference to the incident as well as identifying the location of the suspect. The information she obtained assisted agents in successfully locating and arresting the suspect. Shift Supervisor Andrew LeBeau showcased exceptional response and coordination skills during a shooting incident. Obtaining crucial details within 45 seconds, he efficiently directed units to the priority call. Despite the evolving chaos, he calmly gathered information, coordinated with multiple agencies, and initiated emergency traffic. Supervisor LeBeau's dedication ensured a seamless response, highlighting his vital role in managing a challenging situation. His quick thinking and effective communication contributed to the incident's resolution. A 911 call was received by PST Trenae Robinson in reference to a missing 5-year-old child. PST Robinson's attempt to obtain information for the responding deputies was hindered by the fact multiple people were passing the phone around. PST Robinson was finally able to get the child's mother on the phone and quickly gather the information that enabled the first responding deputies to quickly locate the child. PST Nicole Bernard was recognized by Major Klein for her quick response and notification to school security during multiple activations of the RAVE system. The RAVE Alert System is a mobile notification system used by the schools to contact 911 anytime there is an emergency that impacts the school community. Her immediate notifications for each of the RAVE alerts allowed district security to swiftly coordinate with school personnel and law enforcement to quickly investigate the reported incidents. Her assistance during these activations were instrumental in keeping our students safe from any security threats. PSD Alicia Lewis demonstrated exceptional professionalism and efficiency during a demanding shift where she dispatched multiple calls with varying priorities in Port St. John. She adeptly handled a reckless driver, a crash, a noise complaint, and multiple battery incidents. PST Lewis coordinated emergency radio traffic, ensuring swift responses from the deputies. Her quick thinking and the rerouting of deputies for an incident at a local sports bar showcased her outstanding abilities in managing high-priority calls. PSD Andrew Polk's swift and decisive actions played a crucial role in locating the person associated with a purple alert. Taking a call transferred from the Florida Highway Patrol, he dispatched deputies within a minute, obtaining the subject's vehicle's tag for accurate information. PSD Polk stayed on the line with the caller for 10 minutes while providing updated information to the responding deputies, which allowed them to locate and stop the vehicle. His quick response and effective coordination led to the safe resolution of the purple alert, ensuring the individual received the necessary care.
Can I have all of our public safety telecommunicators of the month please join Sheriff Ivey on stage? Yeah, I see that. We will now recognize our Public Safety Telecommunicator of the Year.
Public Safety Telecommunicator of the Year.
Shift Supervisor Andrew Andy LeBeau joined the BCSO Communications Center in July of 2013 as a communications officer and added the duties of communications training officer and lead worker in August of 2021. This year, Andy participated in multiple high-priority calls, demonstrating his commitment to excellence during each one. However, one particular call summarizes the professionalism and commitment to not only our agency, but to the citizens of Brevard County. While covering West Melbourne Police Department City Radio Channel, Shift Supervisor LeBeau answered a 911 call in reference to a shooting incident. Within 45 seconds of receiving the call, he was able to ascertain enough information, although limited, to start dispatching units to this priority call. He continued to ask questions regarding both the suspect and potential victim, as the caller was not with either and did not know their locations. Although the caller had little information to provide, Supervisor LeBeau was able to obtain descriptions for vehicles believed to be involved in the incident. Additionally, multiple calls were received by other communications center personnel regarding the same incident, requiring him to sort through the information and relay anything new to the responding units. While the first units were arriving on scene, Supervisor LeBeau continued to coordinate with surrounding precinct dispatchers and agencies to have additional units respond and look for the vehicles involved. He coordinated a radio patch to bridge the communication gap while the agencies worked together. For the next 30 minutes, Supervisor LeBeau worked this incident and provided detailed pass-on to the dispatcher taking over the radio. Managing a chaotic incident, either on the phone or dispatching it on the radio, is not foreign to Supervisor LeBeau. He thrives under pressure and always maintains a very calm and collected demeanor, even in the most stressful situations. Through his excellent performance, it is evident that Andy demonstrates unwavering devotion to his colleagues, the deputies of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office, and to the citizens of Brevard County with each passing year. The Brevard County Sheriff's Office is proud to name Andrew LeBeau as this year's Public Safety Telecommunicator of the Year.
Take one more, you guys off.
We will now recognize our Employees of the Month. Our recipients were selected from 382 civilian employees who serve in numerous capacities throughout the Brevard County Sheriff's Office. Truly our unsung heroes. They keep the machine running each and every day.
Employees of the Month.
As Senior Administrative Assistant at the jail complex, Kerry Francis has gone above and beyond. Regardless if it's performing her assigned responsibilities or filling in for colleagues on extended leave, she ensures seamless operations. Kerry excels in managing order requests and purchase orders, guaranteeing timely payments, and a facility that has everything it needs. Additionally, Kerry orchestrates retirement ceremonies, creating memorable events for the personnel who have served the agency. Her commitment to supporting the needs of the jail command staff is unwavering, and she approaches her responsibility with the utmost professionalism. Kerry's dedication and resourcefulness make her an invaluable asset. Debbie Moody is usually the first to answer human resources phone calls and welcome visitors, a task she accomplishes with unwavering positivity. She also takes on the crucial task of coordinating Sheriff's Office swear-in ceremonies. Debbie ensures each ceremony's success by meticulously organizing details, uniforms, credentials, and awards. During 2023, she orchestrated 12 ceremonies, many times facing last-minute changes or additions. Her ability to provide an amazing experience for not only our employees but their families during these ceremonies is a testament to her organizational expertise and adaptability. Investigative analyst Laura Klein of Criminal Investigative Services is being recognized for her exceptional dedication and analytical expertise during a challenging 19-day period encompassing 8 homicides from February 23 to March 13, 2023. Facing intricate investigations, Laura coordinated the issuance of a multitude of subpoenas and provided vital analytical services. Her meticulous work extended to conducting in-depth suspect background investigations and timelines, which proved crucial in the identification of each suspect. Amidst the operational tempo, Laura's analytical skills played a pivotal role in the swift arrest of all but one suspect, helping to achieve justice for the victims and their families. Upon arriving to investigate an allegation of animal neglect, Animal Enforcement Officers Hunter Kaufman and Joshua Maldonado observed 2 deceased dogs and 1 extremely emaciated canine on the property. They located a male who, although living at the property, denied ownership of the dogs. Through their initial investigation, information was gained that contradicted his statement and placed the male in care and custody of the animals. This information was passed on to investigators as Officers Kaufman and Maldonado collected the deceased animals and transported the one still alive to our Animal Services facility for immediate medical treatment. Due to the quick actions of these 2 officers and their initial investigation at the scene, the male was ultimately charged with aggravated animal cruelty. Victim advocate Kim Simmeroth demonstrated exceptional commitment while responding to a distressing incident involving 2 children who were the sole survivors of a fatal shooting that claimed their family. As a victim advocate, Kim provided sustained support during the investigation and assisted with facilitating their forensic interviews at the Children Advocacy Center. Furthermore, she played a pivotal role in coordinating a community fundraiser, resulting in substantial assistance in the form of gift cards, Easter candy toys, video games, and clothing for the children. Kim's compassionate dedication and organizational skills significantly alleviated the impact of this tragic event on these 2 young survivors. Roxanne Van Camp is a vital asset to the agency, especially in welcoming and assisting new employees. As a facilitator for employee orientations, she passionately guides each of them through benefits, policies, and the required agency paperwork. Roxanne's flexibility is evident as she rearranges schedules for individual sessions, ensuring trainees receive personalized attention. Quick to respond and empathetic, she resolves issues with a positive attitude. Serving as a liaison with Brevard County's Human Resources Office, Roxanne effectively bridges communications gaps while maintaining a harmonious relationship. Due to a recent agency retirement, Karen Citino has stepped into the role of managing litigation responsibilities for the Brevard County Sheriff's Office. Despite limited time for the transition, Karen seamlessly integrated external litigation support duties and established modern, organized records management. In addition to her new duties, she took on the role of primary trainer for a new legal assistant, demonstrating exceptional dedication. Karen's selflessness and diligence in maintaining case deadlines and high-quality work products make her an invaluable asset to the Sheriff's Office. Booking technicians James Sexton and Mark James always demonstrate exemplary attention to detail while working at the jail complex. In one particular incident, they were processing a juvenile for intake when they identified a significant discrepancy between the arrest affidavit and fingerprints. This discrepancy led them to uncover the juvenile was attempting to provide a false identity during the booking process. The individual claiming to be a juvenile was actually an adult with an outstanding warrant. Thanks to James and Mark's attention to detail, potential release errors were averted and the individual was booked on multiple felony charges. Their meticulous work is a testament to their commitment and dedication to the efficient operations within the jail complex. Desk officers Marianne Croft and Linda Morawski displayed exceptional dedication and professionalism when they were tasked with fingerprinting over 111 firefighters from Palm Bay Fire Rescue and Brevard County Fire Rescue. Despite the increased workload spanning a period of 2 weeks, they approached the task with a positive attitude, ensuring the seamless completion of their assigned duties. Their commitments to the Sheriff's Office and the South Precinct is reflected in their commendable actions and their positive representation of the agency. Throughout the months of October and November, Animal Services investigator Chris Hahn demonstrated extraordinary commitment and teamwork. Beyond his regular duties, he voluntarily trained 3 new animal enforcement officers, covered all on-call shifts, and responded to active calls beyond his role as an investigator. Chris's dedication, passion, and willingness to assist in the resolution of calls for service significantly boosted the morale of the entire unit. While reviewing a bench warrant, Senior Judicial Technician Paige Palmer exhibited exceptional attention to detail when she noticed discrepancy in the FBI and SID numbers. Bringing it to the attention of her supervisor, Tiffany Groen, the two worked together to discover that the subject was using an alias to evade arrest. Their efforts resulted in the confirmation that the individual was an absconded sex offender with warrants from Minnesota. Based upon this critical information, agents assigned to the Sexual Offender Registration and Tracking Unit were able to arrest the individual. Their actions directly impacted the safety of our community by removing a potential threat from the streets of Brevard County. CSI Margini Contreras and CSI Conrad Schneider demonstrated exceptional teamwork and efficiency during their crime scene investigation of a burglary to a local pawn shop. Their meticulous processing yielded vital evidence, leading to the identification of 2 potential suspects. Despite the overwhelming nature of the scene, CSI Contreras, who was relatively new to the agency, remained poised and professional, while following the guidance CSI Schneider, who was training her, provided. Together, their efforts significantly contributed to advancing the investigation.
Please welcome to the stage our Employees of the Month. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now recognize our Employee of the Year.
Employee of the Year.
Human Resources Support Specialist Debbie Moody serves as one of the friendly faces of our human resources, where her positive and helpful demeanor shines through in every interaction. On a monthly basis, she handles an impressive workload, responding to approximately 1,000 phone calls, accommodating over 200 in-person visitors, and managing a significant volume of email correspondence. Despite the demanding nature of her responsibilities, Debbie remains consistently polite, friendly, and always willing to go the extra mile to assist anyone in need. One of Debbie's significant responsibilities is the coordination and facilitation of the agency's swear-in ceremonies, a task she executes with utmost precision and dedication. Ensuring the success of each ceremony, Debbie meticulously manages every detail from participant coordination to event logistics. Her ability to organize and oversee these ceremonies is truly commendable, especially considering the challenges that occasionally arise that require her to adapt swiftly to changes in dates, times, or venues. In 2023 alone, she skillfully organized a dozen ceremonies, successfully recognizing over 300 agency members who were newly hired, changed assignment, or had received a promotion. Debbie's remarkable 25-year tenure with BCSO reflects her long-standing commitment to supporting the agency in various capacities. Throughout her career, she has worked in both human resources and career development, performing duties ranging from employment records, benefits, recruitment, background investigation, and the coordination of the onboarding of new agency members. Debbie approaches every role with enthusiasm, professionalism, and an unwavering dedication that sets her high standard for all team members. Her positive attitude is contagious, creating a workplace environment where everyone feels valued and supported. Debbie's impact on the Human Resources Unit and this agency as a whole is immeasurable, and she truly deserves this recognition as the 2023 Employee of the Year.
So before I give Debbie this plaque, I just have to say, I don't know who writes these, but they're very creative. If you've ever been to one of our swearing ceremonies, you know how messed up they are. They don't run smooth. Nothing works. I fired this woman like 12 times. She's still here, though, and she actually does an amazing job for us, and I love working with her, and she always keeps me straight up there. So, Debbie, please meet me in the center. You get him, Steph?
How about one more round of applause? We will now recognize our Corrections Deputies of the Month. The recipients were selected from the 228 corrections deputies who serve in the Brevard County Jail complex. Our corrections deputies work with some of the most dangerous criminals in our country and must remain vigilant and alert at all times. They are the reasons we stay safe in our homes at night.
Corrections Deputies of the Month.
Corporal Michael Peterson is being recognized for his expertise as a canine handler during the search for a missing autistic child. Due to the conditions, Corporal Peterson utilized both canines, Jenks and Groot, at different times, effectively tracking through diverse terrains, ensuring a thorough search. Despite the challenges faced by both him and his canine partners, Corporal Peterson's expertise and teamwork led to the successful location and identification of the child. His dedication and use of specialized training were directly responsible in the reunification of this special needs child with their family. Corrections Deputy Shanoy Clayton was alerted to an inmate experiencing a possible seizure in their cell. Deputy Clayton responded and quickly initiated life-saving measures to include chest compressions. Her swift and effective actions and coordination with medical staff played a crucial role in stabilizing the inmate. Deputy Clayton's commitment to the well-being of those under her care is commendable, showing her dedication to maintaining a safe and secure environment within the jail complex. Field Training Officer Nathaniel Elliott and Corrections Deputy Chloe Deaton demonstrated exceptional composure and teamwork during a critical medical emergency within the jail complex. Their swift response and coordinated efforts, including chest compressions and AED application, played a vital role in providing life-saving measures to an inmate. It is with great honor that we recognize Field Training Officer Elliott and Corrections Deputy Deaton for their outstanding performance during this incident. While booking an inmate at the jail complex, Corporal Jose Ortiz successfully stopped in an attempt to smuggle contraband into the facility. Despite the inmate's resistance, Corporal Ortiz's quick response prevented the ingestion of the concealed contraband, leading to the recovery of 4 baggies of suspected narcotics. In another incident, Corporal Ortiz learned of information regarding the confession to a crime for which the inmate was not being detained. He shared the information learned with the appropriate law enforcement agency who initiated an investigation that concluded with the charging of the inmate. These two incidents showcase Corporal Ortiz's dedication to maintaining security and addressing potential criminal activity within the jail complex. While assigned to booking, Corporal Alicia Rich demonstrated exceptional vigilance and attention to detail in preventing the entry of dangerous substances into the facility. In 3 separate incidents, she discovered concealed contraband to include crystal methamphetamine, heroin, fentanyl, and clonazepam that was attempting to be smuggled in by inmates. Corporal Rich's diligence and commitment to maintaining the safety and integrity of the facility are commendable. Her exemplary actions reflect the highest standards of professionalism, contributing significantly to the security of our correctional facility and the well-being of the inmates. Field Training Officer Nathaniel Elliott, through keen observation and thorough examination, prevented a potential misidentification of an inmate. While booking an arrestee for a warrant, he recognized discrepancies between the wanted person and the person who was arrested. FTO Elliott investigated further, and after conducting fingerprinting, he was able to confirm the individual's true identity. FTO Elliott's diligence led to the discovery that the wrong individual had been detained. His prompt actions and attention to detail averted an erroneous booking, preventing the wrongful detention of an innocent individual. During a medical emergency at the jail complex, Corporal Vashon Berry and Sergeant Mark Halfhide's quick response directly contributed to an inmate surviving the incident. Working together, they sustained life-saving measures for over 10 minutes until Brevard County Fire Rescue arrived and took over medical treatment. Corporal Berry and Sergeant Halfhide's exemplary performance in this situation displayed their commitment to the inmates' well-being and is an example of the professionalism of those assigned to work at the jail complex. Corrections Deputy Antonio Saunders demonstrated exceptional vigilance during a routine walk to the recreation yard. Identifying irregularities in an inmate's clothing, he initiated a pat-down search. When confronted with resistance, Corrections Deputy Saunders ultimately uncovered a concealed weapon inside the inmate's waistband. A further search of the inmate led to the discovery of several other weapons. Upon the completion of an investigation, it was determined inmates were obtaining metal pieces from chairs in the contact visitation areas. Corrections Deputy Saunders' quick and decisive actions ensured the safety of the jail complex, emphasizing his commitment to detail and professionalism. While serving as booking deputy, Corrections Deputy Sheila Facemeyer was responsible for stopping contraband from entering the jail complex. On 3 separate occasions, her searches revealed substances concealed on inmates being received at the facility. During the first incident, a pat-down search exposed a white powdery substance in foil. The second involved a body scan, which led to the discovery of drug paraphernalia. Corrections Deputy Facemeyer's attention to detail was crucial in the final incident, where she discovered 4 clear plastic baggies with narcotics concealed by the inmate. These incidents showcase Corrections Deputy Facemeyer's commitment to maintaining the jail complex's security and preventing the introduction of dangerous, illicit substances into the facility. While attending a middle school basketball game, Sergeant Stephanie Smith exhibited exceptional leadership. When the opposing coach had a seizure, Sergeant Smith quickly responded, calling for paramedics and directed the players to safety. She ensured the coach's well-being, recorded the duration of his seizures, and stayed with him until paramedics arrived. Her calm and decisive actions, coupled with comforting the affected basketball team, showcased her outstanding leadership and compassion during a challenging and emotional situation. After receiving information that an inmate was choking, Corrections Deputy Thomas Beeler responded and performed abdominal thrusts that successfully dislodged an obstruction. Correction Deputy Beeler's quick and effective actions averted a potentially life-threatening situation. His dedication to duty and ability to remain calm under pressure is another example of the professionalism he displays while working at the jail complex. While working at the jail complex, Corrections Deputy Shauna Joka responded to a housing unit where an inmate had suffered a medical event. After evaluation, it was determined the inmate needed to be taken to medical for further evaluation. As Corrections Deputy Joker was pushing the inmate in a wheelchair towards the main complex, the inmate jumped from the wheelchair and began running towards the main gate in an attempt to escape. Corrections Deputy Joker was able to tackle the inmate and keep her restrained until additional officers responded to assist. Corrections Deputy Joker's quick reaction prevented the attempted escape of the inmate.
Will our Corrections Deputies of the Month please join Sheriff Ivey on stage?
Really?
How about one more round of applause? We will now recognize our Corrections Deputy of the Year.
Corrections Deputy of the Year.
Corporal Jose Ortiz joined the Brevard County Sheriff's Office as a corrections deputy in August of 2016. He became a member of the Crisis Response Team in March of 18, was assigned to a field training officer in May of 18, and promoted to corporal in October of 2022. While processing an inmate and watching as he changed into a jail-issued uniform, Corporal Ortiz recognized the subtle acts of an inmate trying to bring an illegal substance into the jail complex. Due to the inmate's refusal to cooperate by not opening his hand to allow him to inspect for contraband, Corporal Ortiz immediately had the inmate turn and face the wall to handcuff him. During the handcuffing procedure, the inmate attempted to ingest what he had been concealing. Corporal Ortiz was able to stop the inmate and recover the contraband, which was found to be 4 small baggies that contained what he believed to be narcotics. Upon further questioning, the inmate admitted that the baggies contained Molly and heroin. Due to Corporal Ortiz's extensive experience, his fast response to the situation stopped the illegal substance being brought into the facility. On another occasion, Corporal Ortiz was escorting an inmate when the inmate began to tell Corporal Ortiz that he needed forgiveness for something he had done. The inmate told Corporal Ortiz that while babysitting, he had sexually abused a member of his family. Corporal Ortiz checked the booking documents of the inmate and learned that he may have admitted to an undiscovered crime. Due to this incident occurring in another jurisdiction, Corporal Ortiz immediately contacted that local agency with the information he had obtained, and an investigation into the alleged sexual abuse was initiated. Corporal Ortiz provided a sworn video-audio recorded statement attesting to the inmate's statement. Based on the results of this criminal investigation, the inmate was charged with 2 counts of lewd or lascivious conduct. These 2 incidents exemplify the dedication, experience, and professionalism Corporal Ortiz displays on a daily basis. Through his actions, dangerous drugs were intercepted before they could enter the facility, and a child molester was identified and prosecuted, allowing the healing process to begin for the child victim. The Brevard County Sheriff's Office is proud to recognize Corporal Jose Ortiz as our Corrections Deputy of the Year.
Our corrections deputies and those in their profession across the country have some of the toughest and most dangerous jobs in our industry, and we are extremely proud of all of them. Corporal Ortiz could not be with us tonight, so I thought it would be fitting if we asked Commander Fernez to come up on stage, accept this award. It's probably the only way he'll ever get on this stage anyway, so. Sorry about that, Steve. Thank you, guys. I think Peterson is a real bloodhound.
We will now recognize our 2023 Deputies of the Month. Our Deputies of the Month were selected from the 506 deputy sheriffs who proudly serve in patrol, canine, marine, investigations, aviation, civil, district and school security, and court services.
Deputies of the Month.
Faced with a daunting challenge when a woman went missing, spanning multiple jurisdictions, the Indian Harbour Beach Police Department requested the assistance of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office. Corporal Peterson, as a member of the Homicide Unit, was assigned as the lead agent in charge of the investigation. Through meticulous work, Corporal Peterson and the Homicide Unit identified a potential suspect, an ex-boyfriend of the missing woman. Their investigation discovered a pattern of activity by the suspect leading to a desolate area known as the Compound. With the assistance of the Game Over Task Force, a surveillance operation was initiated. Agents Tyler Harrell and Dan McGill observed the suspect's suspicious activities, including late-night visits to the compound. Moving through the dense forest on foot, Agents Harrell and McGill tracked the suspect to a secluded location, where they witnessed him digging and later discovered the partial remains of the missing woman. Thanks to the relentless efforts of criminal investigative services, particularly Corporal Peterson, Agent Harrell, and Agent McGill, the missing woman's body was recovered and justice was served. Tonight, we salute their exceptional commitment and their pivotal role in solving this heinous crime. Deputy David Guzman responded to a residence in Mims after receiving a call that a male inside the residence was suffering a medical event and had become unresponsive. Deputy Guzman retrieved his AED and entered the residence where he located the unresponsive male. After delivering one shock to the male utilizing the AED, Deputy Guzman continued life-saving efforts by performing CPR until the arrival of paramedics. The male was transported to the hospital where medical personnel advised that without the initial life-saving efforts performed by Deputy Guzman, the male would not have survived. It was later learned that the male was a retired Brevard County Sheriff's Office deputy. Deputy Guzman, under true emergency circumstances, acted without hesitation to provide the appropriate aid that did not just save the life of a citizen of Brevard County, but also a member of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office family. Agent Bruce Connors was assigned to lead a homicide investigation into the tragic murders of 3 generations of family members, a grandmother, a mother, and a juvenile daughter. Through interviews, surveillance, and neighborhood canvassing, 4 suspects were initially identified. As interviews were conducted, focus turned to the ex-husband. Surveillance on his residence led to a crucial interview with his roommate, resulting in a search warrant being served. Evidence seized while searching the residence directly linked the suspect to the murders, including the killing of the mother's boyfriend. Thanks to the dedicated investigative team led by Agent Connors, justice was served for the family, and this dangerous individual now faces the ultimate penalty. Deputies John Hubbinger and Mitch Hannon responded to a distress call involving an injured male who was reported to be bleeding out. Upon arriving at the scene, they discovered an unresponsive male in a vehicle with severe lacerations to both arms. Deputy Hubbinger managed to wake the male, who confessed to self-harm and expressed a desire to be left alone. Despite the non-compliance and combativeness of the individual, Deputies Hubbinger and Hannon took immediate action. Deputy Hannon held down each of the male's arms, while Deputy Hubbinger skillfully applied a tourniquet, preventing further blood loss. They maintained control until paramedics arrived and transported the individual to the hospital for further treatment and evaluation. Deputies Hubbinger and Hannon are being recognized for their unwavering dedication, quick thinking, and heroic actions that saved a life. Agent James Christoffel conducted a well-being check at a residence in Cocoa after the State Attorney's Office advised a crucial witness failed to appear in court. Encountering a loud disturbance upon his arrival, Agent Christoffel observed a male with a rifle inside the residence. He immediately challenged the armed male, who promptly dropped the weapon. A subsequent protective sweep uncovered narcotics, leading to a search warrant, resulting in the seizure of methamphetamine, crack cocaine, and fentanyl. Agent Christopher's decisive actions not only removed a potential threat to a witness, but also resulted in the arrest of individuals tied to multiple community complaints. While off duty and enjoying a day poolside at a local hotel in St. Augustine, Agent Josh Ellison displayed extraordinary heroism. Sensing a commotion by the pool, he discovered a small child in distress. Without hesitation, Agent Ellison sprang into action, assisting in the rescue and performing CPR until fire rescue arrived. The child, initially unresponsive, survived and is now recovering. Agent Ellison's swift and decisive actions undeniably saved a precious life. His courage and selflessness are a testament to his willingness to assist our citizens both on and off duty. While on shift in Canaveral Precinct, FTO Kyle Fitzgerald exemplified unparalleled dedication during a medical emergency. After responding to a call of an unresponsive male lying in a yard, he located the male who was in fact unresponsive and not breathing. FTO Fitzgerald immediately began life-saving CPR for approximately 2 minutes until fire rescue arrived on scene. The Canaveral fire captain stated the initial life-saving efforts from FTO Fitzgerald more than likely saved the victim's life. The male, who survived the event, owes his life to FTO Fitzgerald's immediate and decisive actions. Tonight, we recognize FTO Kyle Fitzgerald for his unwavering commitment to public safety and commend him for his life-saving efforts. After being advised by citizens of a possible fire, Sergeant Matt Murphy and Sergeant Josh Williams responded to a commercial building in Cape Canaveral that was fully engulfed in flames. Realizing nearby residences were at risk, they sprang into action, forcefully entering homes in the immediate area to rescue families and pets trapped by the flames. Once the families were safe, the two sergeants worked to secure accommodations for the displaced families, ensuring their immediate needs were met. Their selfless heroism not only saved lives, but showcased the true spirit of community service. While off duty at a local high school football game, Lieutenant Jason Hart witnessed two Titusville officers entering the bleachers. Sensing they were about to take some type of enforcement action, a sudden commotion unfolded and he observed a juvenile fleeing from the area. He heard one officer shout, "Zero," which he knows means the suspect is in possession of a firearm. Fearing the suspect posed a threat to the persons in attendance and to the law enforcement officers, Lieutenant Hart joined the pursuit, climbing over several fences in the chase. As the suspect climbed the last fence, Lieutenant Hart was close enough to have a vantage point where he observed the suspect toss a firearm into the bushes. Lieutenant Hart immediately notified the officer of the firearm's location as the suspect was apprehended by other Titusville officers who were assisting. The firearm recovered was a semi-automatic pistol with an extended magazine loaded with 24 rounds of ammunition. The suspect is believed to be involved in multiple shootings and other violent crimes. The courage displayed by Lieutenant Hart in assisting the apprehension of this armed and dangerous suspect potentially averted a tragedy at the sporting event, protecting the community from harm. North Precinct deputies Chris Starr and Christina Sia responded to a traffic accident where they found a mangled vehicle and a seriously injured driver. Deputy Starr applied a tourniquet to the driver, who had suffered a near amputation and critical blood loss. Deputy Sia orchestrated crucial updates and aided Deputy Starr with providing medical care to the victim. Their teamwork didn't stop there. Once the victim was extracted from the vehicle, they played a pivotal role in transporting the victim to a nearby landing zone. Medical experts credit their swift and collaborative efforts for providing the victim a fighting chance at survival. Tonight, we honor Deputies Starr and Sia for their unwavering commitment and life-saving heroics that saved the life of the severely injured driver. After receiving a concerning call from her ex-boyfriend, a female contacted the sheriff's office asking for deputies to check his well-being. Deputy Heather Matthews and FTO David Dixon responded to a hotel where the male was reportedly staying but received no answer after knocking on the door to the room. After securing a key from management, the deputies entered the room to find the male lying on the bathroom floor with bed sheets tied around his neck. Deputy Matthews immediately loosened the sheets while FTO Dixon retrieved emergency shears from his patrol vehicle. They were able to safely cut the sheets from the male's neck, at which time he began to breathe normally. Their heroic efforts in this mental health emergency undoubtedly saved a life. We commend Deputy Matthews and FTO Dixon for their dedication to protecting and serving our community of Brevard County. Deputies Justin Nieves and Joe Batch showcased exceptional courage and teamwork during their response to distress calls about a potential suicidal individual on the Hubert Humphrey Bridge. Deputy Nieves attempted to establish a rapport with the individual who was sitting atop the bridge. Recognizing the urgency, Deputy Batch swiftly approached the male from behind, grabbed him, and moved him to a safe location, preventing a tragic outcome. Deputy Nieves and Deputy Batch's synchronized efforts not only averted a crisis, but ensured the individual's safety. Their quick thinking and dedication to preserving life underscored the vital role law enforcement plays in our community's well-being. Tonight, we honor these deputies for their unwavering commitment to the safety and mental health of our citizens.
Will our Deputies of the Month please join Sheriff Ivey on stage?
Be careful, John, that's a real dog right there.
It is now time to recognize our 2023 Deputy of the Year.
Deputy of the Year.
In a heartening display of bravery and selflessness, Sergeant Matt Murphy and Sergeant Josh Williams demonstrated exceptional courage on the morning of August 19, 2023. Responding to a distress call from citizens who spotted smoke billowing out of a commercial building on North Atlantic Avenue in the city of Cape Canaveral, these two deputies immediately acted, ultimately saving multiple lives and animals. Upon arriving at the scene, Sergeants Murphy and Williams observed the commercial building's roof engulfed in flames. Realizing the gravity of the situation, they sprinted to the back of the building, discovering that adjacent residences were also on fire. With flames reaching a height of 30 feet and entering the eaves of the nearby residence on Madison Avenue, the officers knew immediate action was required. Undeterred by the intensifying fire, Murphy and Williams banged on the doors of the adjacent units. When receiving no response, they made the split-second decision to force entry into apartment number 1, where they found the occupants asleep and unaware of the impending danger. Despite the rapidly spreading fire, the officers successfully woke and evacuated the adults and their two sons, aged 7 and 9. As the family was being led to safety, the mother informed Sergeant Williams of several hamsters and cats still inside the residence. Despite the increasing danger, Sergeant Williams re-entered the burning building, successfully rescuing the hamsters, though the cats were unfortunately unreachable due to the fire's intensity. Moving swiftly to unit number 2, Murphy and Williams alerted the occupant and his dog, evacuating them just moments before both units were fully engulfed in flames. Learning the Red Cross would not be able to provide immediate assistance, Sergeant Murphy and Sergeant Williams took it upon themselves to secure accommodations for the families who were displaced by the fire. Through their efforts, accommodations at a local hotel were arranged at no cost to the families, offering them a temporary respite during this critical time. In the days following the fire, one of the occupants shared her experience in an interview that highlighted the confusion and devastation she felt during the incident and expressed gratitude for the timely rescue. Sergeant Murphy and Sergeant Williams exhibited quick thinking, disregard for personal safety, and selfless actions that undoubtedly save lives. The Brevard County Sheriff's Office recognizes and honors these brave officers for their heroic efforts by recognizing them as our Deputies of the Year.
Sergeant Matt Murphy and Sergeant Josh Williams will also be receiving the Medal of Valor for their heroic actions.
Also, we have one last presentation. Mr. Pat Fisher from Pat Fisher Nissan in Titusville last year wanted to start recognizing our of the years, and I think Pat has a special gift. He had no way of knowing there were going to be two tonight, so he only has one of them. I'm going to pick which one of the two I like better. It'll depend on who's buying me lunch. So, but actually, they're going to take care of it and make sure that both of them have the same exact item and recognition. I can't thank Pat and all of our community enough for how much they love and support our agency. So I'll let Pat make that presentation at this point. Pat, if you want to stand there and let Stephanie get a picture with you. Thank you, guys. Excellent job, everybody.
This has been a wonderful night of recognition and honor. Congratulations to all of our award recipients and their families. There's no greater award than those presented by your peers, and I'm truly honored to be part of such a wonderful organization.
All right, Jay, you turn it back over to me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Jay's with me on probably all of the special events we do. He's always emceeing and everything. He does a mediocre job, but he's a lot of fun to hang out with. So if you will, please let him know how much we appreciate not only this, but everything he does with our crime prevention and community relations unit. So before I close tonight, I recognized somebody in the audience that I didn't get a chance to introduce earlier, and that's our incredible mayor from Malabar, Pat Riley, who is with us every year and never misses. So Pat, thank you for being here. If you would stand up and please let. Thank you, Pat. When I swear in new members of our agency, at the end of the swearing ceremony, I tell them that I need them to do 4 things, and 4 things only. The first one is come to work and have fun. If they come to work and have fun, they will be successful in every endeavor. And my wish for them is that they enjoy their career as much as I have thus far in my career of over 40 years. The second thing is I want them to put bad people in jail or whatever their part of the mission is to keep our community safe. I want them to do it more professionally than anyone else in our business. And I want them to go home safe at the end of every shift. Tonight, you got a front seat row to what I call the greatest show on earth. You got an opportunity to see what doing those 4 things looks like. The professionalism, the dedication, the having fun at times, all of it combined. I am humbled to wear the same uniform as these incredible men and women that stood up here on this stage tonight. And I'd ask that you give all of them a collective round of applause one last time. Those that stood on this stage tonight and those that couldn't be with us tonight are amazing law enforcement officers. They're courageous, they're dedicated, they're committed, and they have honor. They're passionate law enforcement officers who make us proud every second, every minute, and every hour of every day. In case you didn't know it, I am so proud of this team. I often hear other agency heads say that this support unit, this unit did this unit did that, support. At the Brevard County Sheriff's Office, we don't have support units. Every unit, every member is extremely vital to our success. If you take just one person, take them out of the mix, we are not the great agency we are, because every member of this agency is what makes us who we are. They all work together. I often tell them that when they get sworn in, they joined a new family today, the BCSO family, and we are the largest family in Brevard County. I also tell them that just like your family at home, there'll be those you get along with, those you don't. We got the crazy kooky cousin, we got all of it. But the difference in this family is they're the ones that's going through the door with you to save your life. They're the ones that's going into the cell with you when you're about to be in the worst fight you ever imagined. They're the ones that are getting you through the toughest call, the toughest day, and are standing beside you no matter what you face. My God, I love this agency. I love these men and women. What they do is absolutely amazing. And to be part of this team is the single greatest honor of my life. I am so proud of them for everything they do. It's an honor I cherish to just get to wear this uniform. Before we leave tonight, I need to thank some people. First, our great hosts here at the First Baptist Church of Melbourne and Pastor Malden for making tonight possible for us. We so greatly appreciate you. Our honor guard and our flag ceremony, Brevard County Pipes and Drums, Pastor Dave for the incredible national anthem. Our incredible awards committee that put all this together and make this possible. The amazing volunteers who helped make tonight possible as well. Our crime scene team for being here at each one of these and for taking great care of us. Our logistics team for the plaques. PBA President Marlon Buggs and Representative J.J. Woolsey for their incredible support. Please give them all a big round of applause. And of course, Giles Malone, Tom Palermo, and the entire Space Coast Daily team for all they do to make this evening so special for our team. They are great partners with us. And tonight's award ceremony is a testament to their great work. If you didn't get a chance to get a picture in your plaque earlier, please feel free to meet me in the lobby for pictures. And then in closing, I want to thank our community for always standing with us. As I always say, in Brevard County, our community loves us. They trust us, and they protect us just as much as we love, trust, and protect them. So for everybody in the Brevard County Sheriff's Office, thank you, and I hope you know how much we love you and how much we appreciate you. I'd like to ask our chaplain, Roger Alexander, to come up and close in prayer for us.
Please bow your heads and join me in prayer. Almighty Father, we thank you for the opportunity to gather here this evening and recognize those who have served in the past year so valiantly and so graciously. Lord, I ask your protection on all the members of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office. Lord, I thank you for each and every member you have chosen to be part of BCSO. I ask that your hand of protection be upon them. Give them the wisdom, the discernment, the grace, and the peace as they go out and protect and serve the people of this county every day. Father, as we leave this evening, we ask your blessing on all those that are in attendance. And we ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
God bless everybody. Travel home safe.